can't handle the truth.
I have 4 words for you. I love this company. Yes! Hey, you guys!
Before I tell you guys why Iron Wolf blocked me on Twitter yesterday evening or sometime while I was asleep, I do want to apologize for the video. It is already past 1 o'clock. I do not have work today. I go back to work tomorrow. Today is my last vacation day. I did promise a lot of people that I was going to have this video up by 1 p.m., but I did a good amount of research to make sure that this video was going to put Iron Wolf to sleep for a good long time. Now, he's been getting owned a lot by Black Bond, but he did something yesterday. He did something that really offended me. It pissed me off. And I do believe everybody that helped me create the list that I created is going to be pissed off when you see this picture right here. Now, you guys on YouTube help me, whether you're subscribers, viewers, or friends. People on Twitter have helped me with this list. People on Facebook have helped me with this list. Friends on my PSN have helped me with this list. People in my game community on the PS4 have helped me with this list. There have been so many people that have helped me with this list that I created. The one that he tried to replicate consists of PS4 only exclusives. PS4, PS3, PS Vita, PlayStation exclusives, and PS4 PC console exclusive. Meaning the developer in the development phase, whether the game was an indie game or a Japanese RPG, made the conscious decision not to put the game on the Xbox One, whether they thought the game was not going to sell well or was not going to be on the Xbox One, thus making the conscious decision in the development phases to exclude the Xbox One from the release window altogether, making it a console exclusive only to the PS4 and releasing it as well on the PC due to the fact that they have a huge install base. That's what that means. Okay? Or sometimes a developer that has, or a company that has a large amount of money, and I'm talking about Microsoft, gives that money to the developer to assure that the game goes nowhere else. And I'm talking about the generation list. That's what I'm calling it. The PS4 exclusive generation list. It's a long title. I have a short hashtag for it on Twitter. It's called The List PS4. All one word. Hashtag The List PS4. I've been using that hashtag every time I post new versions of the list. And I want to thank you guys for giving me the names of some of these games, whether they came out in 2013 or 2016. I do want to thank you guys for all your help. But I think you guys can understand why I felt offended that Iron Wolf would go so far to try to copy the list that I've worked months for, and he threw his fucking list together in a few minutes. Speaking of throwing that shit together in a few minutes, let's go over the fact that in this research that I'm about to go over with you guys, I am not talking about any of the Gears games because they come out too much. I am not talking about Halo games because they come out too much. I am not talking about the Forza games because they come out too much. Okay, so those games are excluded from my Metacritic research that I am going to be telling you guys about today. We're going to start off with the lowest Metacritic game on Xbox One, and that is The Fighter Within, only on the Xbox One using Kinect. That game was released November 19th, 2013. I am not going to in some games. I will not go over the user scores due to the fact that I know we are all strapped for time, and I want to go back and enjoy Soma today. And I hope that you guys enjoy your live stream. If not, I won't post one. Dragon Quest Heroes, and I also want to play Bidlam. I just got that game for $20. So I do want to enjoy some games today, and I have promised some people I was going to get on an MMO today. And that MMO is going to be Origuri. So over the fact that The Fighter Within doesn't only have a low Metacritic score of 23, it has a user score of 2.9. And the funny thing I see about that low score, see, it's a 23 Metacritic score with a user score of 2.9, the lowest user score I have saw on all of my research. I used to enjoy a game on a PS3 using the PlayStation Move called The Fight Lights Out. I think I might have one video on this channel, or they're all been deleted on the Pyro 2000X channel. The Fight Lights Out has a Metacritic score of 48. The Fighter Within has a Metacritic score of 23. 48 is a higher score than 23. The user score has a huge difference. The user score for The Fight Lights Out on the PS3, released November 9th, 2010, has a user score of 7.5. The Fighter Within, released on the Xbox One, release date November 19th, 2013, has a user score of 2.9. A Xbox One motion fighting game could not beat PS3 motion fighting game in user satisfaction. It's easy for any fanboy critic to shit all over a game, but when it comes to the gamers, that's what really matters. But I'm not going to be going over all the user scores. He has a game that he replaced with Chaos Child, which is also on a PS4, PS3, and PS Vita on his first list. That I don't know why he put that game on his list. He must have not did any research on his first list. He replaced that game with Beyond Eyes, which is also on a PS4. And the PS4 version of that game has a 62 Metacritic score compared to the Xbox One version that has a 60. Xbox One, once again, let's go over this in case I'm talking way too fast. The Xbox One Beyond Eyes has a Metacritic score of 60 compared to Beyond Eyes on the PS4 with a Metacritic of 62. Only 4 critics reviewed the PS4 version, giving it a 62, compared to the 24 people that reviewed the Xbox One version, giving it a total score of 60. Okay? Another low score game that he put on his list, which is also available on PC and Xbox 360, Loco Cycle. Game has a Metacritic score of 48 and a user score of 3.9. Halo Spartan Assault. This cell phone tablet game was released on the iPhone, iPad, PC, Xbox 360, and in December 23rd, 2013, the game was released on the Xbox One with the lowest Metacritic score that I've saw for any Halo game of a 53 and a very low user score of 4.4. There are so many other low games. Dragon he put on the list, a 55 Metacritic score, 6.5 user score. Let's see, he also put that embarrassing game somebody I know ripped up, Rise Son of Rome, Metacritic score of 60 with a user score of 6.0. Killer Instinct also has a very low score compared to all the hype that they spread for this game with a Metacritic score of 63 compared to the user score of 6.3. So Metacritic score is 73 for Killer Instinct, and the user score is 63, 6.3. Sorry. He also put Magic Duels of the Planewalkers 2015, which is a card that I know Xbox fans don't play. By the way, this game is also on the iPhone, iPad, PC, as well as the Xbox 360. And he wanted to put that on the list. It has a Metacritic score of 59 with a user score of 5.6. Sunset Overdrive is the highest one that I've put on the research, and that has a Metacritic score of 81 with a user score of 7.6. So there's other games here, very low scores, not AAA. What he told me when he sent me the very first version of the list, he says the Xbox One has more AAA titles, but if you take away the games that have been coming out since the original Xbox, Forza, Gears, and Halo, if you take away those games, right, you will not be left with a lot. You will not be left with a lot. You will be left with the games that I am doing research on. New IPs. Games that are also on cell phones. Games that are also on tablets or on the Xbox 360. You will be left with these games, and they are not anything to smile about. He also put Dance Central, and I don't know if he does dancing games. I'm pretty sure 360 and Xbox fans don't really like dancing games, the real hardcore ones that we are in disputes with, and arguments with, and debates with. But Dance Central Spotlight only on Xbox One, uh, which was a launch game. Let me see. The Metacritic score is 74 with a user score of 7.3, and I'm pretty sure the Just Dance series have much, much higher scores than this. The point I'm trying to prove, he put just random games on there that clearly he won't play. He's not excited about. The list that I created and that you guys helped me create is not made up of all types of indie titles. I mean, Xbox fans are under their impression that they don't know, especially when it's a Japanese RPG. They call a Japanese RPG an indie. I've saw it multiple times in the comment section of different YouTube videos as well as on Twitter. They're calling a Japanese RPG an indie title due to the fact that they don't know what the game is. They don't even want to do the research to find out what genre the game is, so they classify it as indie. Now, I need your guys' help to make sure you let him know that the games are dog shit, due to the fact that he probably blocked me on YouTube as well. But I hope this video clears up a lot. That Xbox fans can't think for themselves, and they have to steal ideas from PlayStation gamers.
Sidestepping is a great defensive movement. When you have an aggressive fighter coming at you, you want to create an angle by stepping to the side.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose.
PlayStation